morning. Thank you for being here. I had some technical difficulties this morning, so thank you for being patient. There may be a few people that will join us this morning once they've figured out how to log in. So finding your comfortable seat, whatever that may be, find your cushion, even a chair or your couch, and just settle into your space. Allow yourself to feel that sense of connection to the earth below you. Feeling that sense of stability, support, feeling completely connected. I feel like lately there's a lot of disconnection, just not feeling grounded. We have a lot on our minds. So finding a way to connect at home can be challenging. You know, we're not in our regular routines. We're trying to do 5 things or 10 things at one time. So finding some mindfulness and really settling your thoughts, your body, and your mind takes discipline. So I'm proud of you for being here today on your mat, taking time out for yourself to do just that. So if it feels good, close your eyes, or maybe just have a soft gaze. And just check in. Notice how you're feeling today. Scanning your body from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Noticing any tension, any aches, any pains. Without judging or doing that self-critical talk that we often do to ourselves, just notice it and be okay with it. It's okay. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Focusing on your breath, and send your breath to wherever you may need it. Visualize sending your breath to those parts of your body that are feeling tense. And imagine with your breath that you're softening your muscles. With each breath, you make space in your body with each inhale. And with every exhale, you settle into that space. You kind of melt into the space that you have created with your breath. So if you find that you have lots of thoughts running through your head, focusing on your breath, connecting your breath to your body and your mind will help you to find that inner peace within you. Connecting breath to body and mind. Relaxing your shoulders, softening at your elbows. Relax your hands, even your fingers. Bring your awareness to your face. Soften your forehead, soften around the eyes. Soften your jaw. And just being with your breath. Don't try to change anything, just be with it. Being grateful that you can breathe. And taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. And just ask yourself, why did you show up on your mat today? What is it that you need? Could be as simple as peace or happiness, strength, confidence. And just take a moment to go within and just see what shows up. And whatever shows up for you, let that be your intention to focus on. And the more you put your attention on your intention, more it will manifest itself and come to fruition by just simply being and breathing. That's it. And on your next inhale, if your eyes are closed, just allow the eyes to flutter open, taking in the color, the lights surrounding you. And we're going to begin with a pranayama practice called alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana. I'll take this through really slow because it can be confusing if it's new to you. We'll be using our full yogic breath, which we often do in our practice. So you're going to bring your hand to Vishnu Mudra, so folding in your index finger and your middle finger. And you're going to be using your thumb and your ring finger to alternately close off your nostril. So the thumb is going to close off the right nostril, and your ring finger is going to close off the left nostril, okay? So we'll do this nice and slow. So bring your hands to Vishnu Mudra, fold in first finger and your middle finger. Sitting up nice and tall. Close off your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the left nostril with a full yogic breath. Inhaling in the belly, all the way up to your heart. And then switching, closing off the right nostril. Exhale, right nostril. Inhale, right nostril. Close off the right nostril. Exhale, left. And relax your hand. So that completes one round. We begin with the left nostril and we end with the left nostril. Let's do 5 rounds of those, and nice and slow, we'll do them together. I will keep track. So bringing your hand to Vishnu Mudra, folding an index finger and ring finger and a middle finger. Using your thumb to close off the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril, full yogic breath. Close off the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right nostril. Close off the right nostril, exhale left. Inhaling left nostril. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. And exhale, right. Inhaling right. Exhale, left. Last round. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Good. Relaxing your hand and just breathing naturally and normally here. And just taking a few moments to notice the effects of your practice. Nadi Shodhana helps to balance your body, your mind, purifying the subtle energy in your body. Helps to clear your sinuses, calms your nervous system. And just notice any sensations that you may feel in your body, especially in your head region. Good. And then on your next inhale, extend your hands up towards the sky. Palms together. Exhale, bring your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. This is your third eye, and we just stimulated the third eye with our pranayama practice, our alternate nostril breathing. Focus, clarity, intuition. And then bring your hands to your heart, connecting your mind to your heart. And then inhale, bring your hands back up towards the sky. Palms together. Exhale, hands to the third eye. This is your Ajna chakra, third eye energy center. And then bring your hands to your heart, Anahata chakra, your heart energy center, love, compassion. On your next inhale, reach your hands up towards the sky and let's twist to your right. Twist to the right. Placing your left hand on your right knee and then bringing your right hand behind you. Take your gaze forward, so keeping your gaze forward, just drawing your right shoulder back, finding a twist from your mid to upper back. And now taking your gaze, so now take your gaze up and over your right shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall, imagine that there's this invisible string tugging at the crown of your head. Staying in your twist, now bringing your head, gaze up towards the sky. So look up, tilt your head back, look up, and then up and over. So now look over your left shoulder. Still maintaining your thoracic twist here. Twist from your mid to upper back. We carry lots and lots of tension here. And then exhale, come back to center, and then reach your hands up towards the sky. Clasp your hands, and then flip your hands so your palms are facing up, and just kind of wiggle out of your pelvic basket. Stretch side to side, wing side to side, make some space in your body. And then release your clasp, and let's twist to the left side, bringing your right hand to the left knee and your left hand behind you. Let your gaze remain forward for a moment and just draw that left shoulder back, finding a twist in your thoracic spine. And then as you inhale, tilt your head back and up and bring your head over towards overlooking your right your left shoulder. Maintaining a nice long spine. Refining your breath. Focusing on your breath, connecting your breath to your body. If you feel any tension in your body, your breath might be shallow. So really use your breath as a tool to help release any tension that you may be feeling. And this is how we refine our breath in yoga. And now bring your gaze up and over. Look over your right shoulder. Remember that invisible string, so sit up as tall as you can, find length. And then exhale, come back to center, hands up towards the sky. Clasp your hands, flip the palms facing up, and once again, wiggle out of your pelvic basket. Good. And then bring your hands out in front of you and your palms facing outward and stretch. And exhale, release your clasp. Just roll out your shoulders. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears and back. And then reverse. Shrug your shoulders and then draw your shoulders forward and make some circles, going the other way. And then relaxing your shoulders. Now let's come up onto our knees. Using a blanket if you need that for support. So standing on your knees, bringing your hands to your hips, extending your right leg out to the side. Lining up your heel with your knee. And then bringing your hands in a T position out to the sides. Place your right hand on your right leg. Flip your left palm up towards the sky, and then reach your hand up towards the sky. And reach. See if you can make your left side really, really long. And then leaning over to the right side, lengthening. Maybe take your gaze up towards the sky if that feels good. And don't force anything. Let your breath be your guide here. And you'll notice the longer you're in this pose, the more the body starts to open up, and you can notice that by your hand on your leg will just slide on its own. You don't even have to try. As the breath does its magic, the body begins to open up. And then inhale, coming back to center, arms out to the side, placing your left hand on your mat, right hand to the sky, your foot is on the floor, and then reach your hand over your ear, finding a nice side stretch here. So really stretch. You can kind of curve your body a little bit, make like a C shape for a deeper stretch. And then extending that right hand to the sky. Now picking up that right leg off the floor this time. And bending that right knee, reaching back, finding your foot, and then pointing your knee behind you, opening up the heart, looking up, heart is lifted, chest is open. And then exhale, release. Hand towards sky, place your foot on the floor. And let's come back to where we started, neutral position. Bring your hands to your hips, and then step it in. Same thing on our left side. So extending your left leg out. Line up your heel with your knee. Bring your hands, arms out to the side. Let your left hand rest on your leg. Right hand, flip it up. Reach up towards the sky and really find a nice stretch, lengthen, and then leaning over to the left side. And again, let the breath be your guide here. Maybe take your gaze up. Inhale, make space. Exhale, settle into that space. And you'll notice your hands slide down your leg. And inhale, come to center. Place your left hand or your right hand on the mat. Keep your left foot on the mat for now and reach your hand over your ear, finding a nice long energetic line. Maybe making a C shape with your body. Maybe take your gaze up, whatever works for you. And inhale, reaching your left hand towards the sky, bending your left knee, reaching back, grabbing your ankle, your foot, whatever you can grab, and then draw that knee behind you, lifting up through your heart, opening your heart center, gaze up if that feels good. And then exhale, release your leg, hand up towards the sky, place your foot on the floor, and then draw the navel in and bring yourself back to neutral. Hands to your hips, and step in. Good. Now let's come on to our hands and knees in our tabletop position. Bring your knees right underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Inhale, take your gaze up. Let the belly melt, tailbone tilt up. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding out your back. Inhale, look up, belly melts, tailbone tilts up. Exhale, chin to chest, round out your back. Inhale, coming to neutral spine. Now taking your gaze over your right shoulder, swing your feet to the right too. Make that C curve shape. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, swing your feet to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Good. Now, walking your hands about one handprint up. We're going to come up to downward facing dog. Curl your toes under and lift your knees. Draw your sits bones towards the sky. Ears come in line with your shoulders, like you're an upside down V. And then go ahead, walk it out. Walk your dog. You can shake your hips side to side. And inhale, extend your right leg up towards the sky. Bend that right knee, turn out your right hip, roll out your right ankle, straighten that leg behind you, and then place it down. Inhale, left leg back, bend it, turn out that left hip, roll out your left ankle, extend that left leg straight back behind you. Place your foot down. Walk it out. And then exhale, rolling shoulders over your wrist, coming to plank pose. Modify, drop your knees. If you're modifying, make sure you have a nice long line from your knees to your shoulders. Lowering down for chaturanga, hinge your elbows, slowly come down, keeping your elbows tucked in. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift your heart. Baby cobra or full cobra. Extending the arms. And then exhale, hinge your, draw your sits bones back. Bring your knees wide. Exhale, sit back on your heels. Let your third eye, the space between your forehead, connect to the earth. Finding that sense of connection and stability here. And allow yourself to just melt onto your mat. Settling in. And then inhale, come back to all fours. And to down dog, curl the toes under. Send the sits bones up and back. Roll shoulders over your wrist, come to plank pose. Modify if you need to by dropping the knees. Exhale, lower down, keep your elbows tucked in. Uncurl your toes, tops of the feet flat on your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale to child's pose. Knees could be together or wide. Sit back on your heels. You could kind of sway your hips from side to side here. You can roll your forehead on the mat, especially if you have any headaches or allergies or sinus issues. Then inhale, taking that one more time, coming to all fours. And then making your way to downward facing dog again. Curl the toes under, send the sits bones up and back. And when you're ready, roll shoulders over your wrist. Come to plank or modified. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Lift your heart. Exhale, child's pose, drawing your sits bones back. Melting into the mat, feeling the effects of your practice. And then inhale, coming back to all fours. Downward facing dog. Draw the sits bones towards the sky. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Come to your forward bend. Let your head hang heavy. Arms can hang in ragdoll or maybe grab opposite elbows. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Let your belly just hang out on your thighs. You can give yourself a hug if you want. Shake your head out, yes and no. Sway your upper body side to side. Inhale, half lift, hands on your shins, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands towards sky. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands towards sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands towards sky. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Now taking a wide stance on your mat. Hands on your hips. Turning your right foot out, externally rotating that right leg. Bring your hands out to the side. Bend your bend your right knee. Line up your knee over your ankle. And then notice if you're leaning to in front of you towards the right, adjust yourself, make yourself neutral, bringing yourself to center. And then pressing back on the back edge of your back foot, trying to root all four corners of your feet. Warrior pose. Draw the navel in, lengthen out to the crown of your head. Heart is lifted. Relax your shoulders. Take your gaze over your right fingertips. And then on your inhale, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands up towards the sky. Palms together. Bring your hands to heart. Hinge that right knee. Bring your hands out to the sides. Palms facing up this time. Soften those elbows, really opening up the heart. Gaze over the front fingertips, the right fingertips. Straightening your leg. And then bring your hands together at the top. And exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Bend that front knee, your right knee. Hands out to the sides, palms facing up. Soft shoulders, lift your heart. Feeling proud and confident. Looking over, gaze over those right fingertips. Gaze at your right palm. Straighten your right leg. Bring your hands together at the top. And then exhale, hands to heart. Now keeping your right leg straight. Bring your hands out to the side, palms facing down. And now let's lean to the right. Leaning to the right as much as you comfortably can without coming forward. So try to stay nice and long with your spine. Just lean to your right. Place your right hand on your leg. Flip the left palm up. Reach up towards the sky. And find length. And then exhale. Let the breath be your guide, just like we did when we were kneeling. So allow the breath to guide you. Inhale, make space. And exhale, settle in. And you might notice that your hand is just sliding down your leg as the body just naturally opens on its own. You're not forcing anything. And you're not leaning forward. Your heart remains open. Hand can stay on your leg, or if you have a block, you can use that. Or if you can touch the floor, if your fingertips are on the floor, you can use that for your connection. Now finding connection here. Feeling stable, strong, connected, balanced. And then as you inhale, bend the front knee, and then bring your hands out to the sides, palms facing down, coming back to our warrior. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten your right leg, turn your right leg in. Now the left leg, turn your left leg out. Bend your left knee, line it up over your ankle. Bring your hands out to the side. And again, notice if you're leaning to the left. Straighten yourself up, come to neutral. Soften the shoulders, gaze over your left fingertips. Now flip your palms facing the sky. Gaze at your left palm. Straighten your left leg. Reach your hands up towards the sky, palms together, and then exhale, hands to heart. Hinging your left knee, bring your hands out to the sides, palms facing up, soft elbows. Heart remains open. Gaze at your left palm. Straighten your your left leg. Hands come together at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. And one more time, bend that left knee. Hands out to the sides. Straighten your knee, your leg. Palms together at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Keeping that left leg straight. Reach your hands out to the sides, palms facing down. Now let's lean to the left. Lean as far as you comfortably can, and then bring your left hand to your left leg. Flip your right palm up towards the sky, and then reach your right hand towards the sky. Find length, and then keep your heart open. Heart remains lifted. You're not leaning forward. Your spine is long, and your heart is open. And then exhale. Melt into your pose, settle into your pose. Inhale, find length. Exhale, settle into that space that you create with your breath. Let the breath guide you. Hand can be on your leg or a block, or if you have space and your fingers touch the floor, that's okay too. Whatever works for you. And then inhale, bend the front knee, your left knee. Come right back to our warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten the front leg, and turn your foot in. And heel toe your feet together, or just step together. Okay, so now we're gonna work on our half moon pose. And you may need a block, so grab a block or maybe books. Put one on each side of your mat. And standing at the center, about the center of your mat, coming into Tadasana, so feet are about hip-width distance apart. Rooting into all four corners of your feet, lengthening out through the crown of your head. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. And then on your exhale, you're going to reach your hands up towards the sky as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, hinging at your hip joint, fold forward. Grab your blocks. One in each hand. And extending our right leg back. So extend the right leg back. Flex your foot, toes are pointing down. Keep your standing leg, that knee, keep it soft, even if you need to bend it a little bit. Now, if you have any issues with your knees, please be mindful. As you exhale, turn out your right hip so that your right hip stacks over your left hip. And then exhale, square your hips off towards the mat again. And now turn out that hip. And now you'll notice that your top leg is in line with your hips, and now your bottom leg is externally rotated.
So to come to our half moon pose, this is modified here. We can stay here with both hands on our blocks. If you're feeling pretty stable and you'd like to add on, you can bring your right hand to your hip. Bring your hand to your hip. Okay. Gaze can remain down. If you're really shaky, just keep your gaze down. And you can extend your hand to the sky if that feels good. Now, if you're really rocking this pose and you need more, you can bend your top leg and reach for your foot or your ankle. And draw that knee back behind you. Open up your heart. Gaze could be anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Exhale, release your legs straight back. Right hand to the sky or to your hip. And then bring your hand to the mat and then step your feet together. Walk it out. And one knee, then the other. Okay, so let's take it on the left side now. So extend that left leg back. Flex your foot, toes pointing down. Turn out the left hip stacked over right. And then square your hips toward your mat. Turn out that left hip. Okay, so let's hold it here now. So you'll notice that the top leg is in line with our hips, and now our bottom leg is what's externally rotated. We can stay here with both hands on the floor, or taking your hand, left hand to your hip, or maybe to the sky. And notice one side will be different, and that's perfectly okay. And if you want to add on, you can bend that knee, reach back for your ankle, your foot. Draw your knee back behind you, lift up through your heart. Gaze could be to the side or to the sky. And then exhale, release your leg, find length, extending your hand to the sky or your hip. And then coming back, stepping your feet together and shaking that out. And one knee, then the other. Good. And now, having a block in front of you, just heel toe your feet wide. Heel toe your feet wider than hip width. Heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, come to a yogi squat. You can always take your block and sit on your block. And that's perfectly okay. Bringing your hands to your heart, sitting up nice and tall. And placing your right hand in the center, left hand to the sky. Gazing over your left shoulder. Bringing your hands back to heart center. Placing your left hand on the floor and right hand to the sky. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. Good, and then exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Straighten your legs, move your block if you had it there. Heel toe your feet together. And then inhale, roll yourself up. Allow your head to be the very last thing that comes up. And we're going to do one more balance pose here today. We're going to do tree pose. So hinging your right knee, turn out your right foot, your right leg. Start with your little kickstand pose. Let your heel rest on the inner left ankle. Hands could be wherever feels comfortable for you. Notice if your hip is kind of jutted out to the side. If it is, lift up your right hip to bring your hips to a nice neutral position. And then find something to steer at a focal point. And then if you're ready, go ahead, walk your foot up. You could use your hand, place your foot anywhere but on your knee. Okay. And then growing your branches. Out to the side, out to the sky. If you're feeling pretty good this morning and you want to add a variation to your tree, you can grab your big toe with your first two fingers, your peace fingers, and extend your leg out to the side. And if your knee stays bent, that's okay. And then exhale, come back to your tree if you're not already there. If you fall out like I did, come right back. Bring your hands to your heart. And then hug your right knee in. And then exhale, placing your foot down. And just shake it out. And now let's try that on the other side. So hinging your left knee, externally rotating your left leg, starting in your kickstand. And if you notice your right hip is jutted out to the side, pick up that left hip, bringing your hips to a nice neutral position. Find your drishti. And then when you're ready, walk your foot up, placing it anywhere but on your knee. And you may notice this side is quite different than the other side, and that's okay. Grow your branches. Out to the side, reach up to the sky. And if you want to add on, you can grab your big toe and open your leg out to the side. Even if it's bent, just try it. And then exhale, come back to your tree. Bring your hands to your heart. And then hug that left knee in. And exhale, release. And heel toeing your feet out, heels in, toes out, coming back to our yogi squat. Hinge your knees. Use a block if you need to, sitting on a block. Hands to your heart. And just give yourself permission to surrender. Focusing on Apana Vayu, the downward flow of energy, getting rid of what no longer serves you. And then exhale, bringing your hands to the floor, straighten your legs, heel toe your feet together. And then bend your knees, come down on your mat, sitting on your mat. And then coming to your back, keeping a block nearby, lowering down, hugging your knees in, and rolling out your knees, making some knee circles. And now grabbing your big toes with your peace fingers, or the outside edges of your feet, drawing the soles of the feet to the sky. Bring your knees out wide. Knees can be bent. You can allow gravity here to do the work, or you can shake, rock side to side. You can straighten your legs, tapping into your inner child, happy baby pose. And hug your knees in, give yourself a big hug. You can draw your nose towards your knees and curl up. And then exhale, just take a nice stretch. Lengthen your legs, reach your arms. And then exhaling, let go and prepare for Shavasana. Allow yourself to take up that space on your mat and be on your mat. Let your feet flap open to the sides. Give yourself some space. Let your arms come away from your body. Maybe your palms are facing the sky. If you still need some grounding, you can flip the palms down and just literally touch the earth. Closing your eyes, settling into your space, and bringing your awareness to your breath. Notice how effortless it is. Feeling that prana flow through your body. Noticing the sensations through your body. And giving yourself permission to surrender. And find that connection with your breath, your body, and your mind. Finding that connection with your inner self. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, bringing physical awareness back to your body. Wiggle your feet, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your nose, wiggle your ears. Maybe shake your head side to side. Maybe take a stretch as if you've just woken up from a nice short little nap. And then bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. Roll to your side, curling up, let your head rest on your arms, on your hands. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And then whenever you're ready, take your time and slowly come up, placing one hand on the earth and then the other. Allow your head to be the very last thing that comes up. And then finding your comfortable seat. Eyes may remain closed, or maybe just have a soft gaze. And bringing your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Connecting your thumbs to your heart center. The center of love, passion, and then bringing your thumbs to connect with your Ajna chakra, your third eye. Clarity, focus, connection, peace. And then bring your hands back to your heart, connecting your heart to your mind and your mind to your heart. And we're going to close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale it all out. Inhale to chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
Thank you.